Imagine a man who may have never existed, yet shaped everything you know. From alchemy to astronomy, from philosophy to physics, his words ripple through every fragment of reality. But here's the paradox. Hermes Trismegistus might not have been a real person. Some say he was a myth, a composite of Egyptian gods and Greek philosophers. Tuanturi santi tuanturits, and yet his teachings built the foundations of science, spirituality, and the very way you perceive the universe. But ask yourself, how can someone who never lived influence your life more than the people you see every day? How can a ghost echo louder than the living? The answer lies in a single phrase, carved into ancient texts, whispered through secret societies, and now hidden in plain sight. As above, so below. A code so simple, yet so profound, it became the blueprint of modern thought. Hermes wasn't a man in the usual sense. He was an idea, a fusion of Thoth, the Egyptian god of wisdom, and Hermes, the Greek messenger of the gods. This mythical figure became the thrice great, master of alchemy, astrology, and theurgy. And in his writings, the Hermetica, he revealed a worldview where the cosmos wasn't random chaos, but a mirror. Every star, every atom, every thought reflected the same pattern. Think about this in your own life. How many times have you noticed synchronicities? Moments where the outside world seemed to mirror your inner state. That déjà vu, that coincidence too perfect to be chance. For Hermes, this wasn't magic. It was law, the law of correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. The universe is not outside of you. It is you. Your body is a miniature cosmos. Your mind, a reflection of the stars. Centuries later, science is still catching up. Fractals in mathematics show us that the same patterns repeat from galaxies to neurons. Quantum physics reveals that the observer shapes reality itself. Systems theory proves that the micro reflects the macro. When you zoom in on a leaf's veins, it mirrors a river delta. When you trace the branches of your lungs, they look like lightning striking the earth. Patterns everywhere, repeating endlessly. And maybe you felt it. That sense that your emotions ripple outward, shaping your environment. That the smallest shift inside you changes everything around you. This is not superstition. This is resonance. And Hermes saw it long before microscopes or telescopes. But here's the question. If reality is a mirror, then who is really holding it up? Today, the Hermetic laws are buried under dogma and distraction. Instead of teaching you how to see patterns, society teaches you to see separation. You've been trained to think the world out there is disconnected from the world in here, that your thoughts are private, that your emotions don't shape reality. But look closely. Every advertisement, every algorithm, every system of control already knows this truth. They manipulate your inner world to control your outer actions. They reflect fear so that you live in fear. They mirror division so that you cannot see unity. The Hermetic code wasn't erased. It was inverted. Used not for liberation, but for control. And the question is, if you forget that reality mirrors you, who is writing the reflection you're living in? In 1944, buried in the sands of Egypt, the Nag Hammadi texts were discovered. Among them, fragments of Hermetic wisdom long thought lost. One fragment spoke of the cosmos as a living being of light, a mirror of mirrors in which humanity was not separate, but part of the divine image. Now pause and think. What if your daily struggles, your stress at work, your fears about the future, your regrets from the past were not random? What if they were mirrors, showing you what must shift within? Hermes taught that transformation wasn't about changing the world, but changing yourself. Because when you change, the world cannot help but change with you. The most powerful Hermetic symbol is the Ouroboros, the serpent eating its own tail. At first glance, it looks strange, almost disturbing. But look deeper. It is the endless cycle, the infinite loop, the universe feeding itself. A perfect image of as above, so below. The stars spiral like the Ouroboros. DNA coils like the Ouroboros. Even your own habits repeat in cycles until you break them. The symbol isn't just ancient art. It's the reminder that every fragment contains the whole, and the whole is always reflected in the fragment. So how do you apply Hermetic wisdom in your life? It begins not with belief, but with observation. When chaos surrounds you, ask, what inner chaos is it reflecting? When synchronicity appears, pause and align with it. When cycles repeat, recognize the pattern and break it with awareness. Hermetic wisdom isn't about controlling the cosmos. It's about remembering that you are the cosmos, and that the reflection is always waiting for you to see it. Hermes Trismegistus may never have lived as flesh and blood, but his voice lives in you. Every time the world mirrors your thoughts, his law speaks again. As above, so below. As within, so without. Not philosophy, not mysticism, but the forgotten operating system of reality. And now, you remember. Welcome to Fragments of Reality.